Hi there, today we're going to be looking at how to remove and reinstall a cassette. Some of the tools you need will be a chain whip, a Shimano or Campagnolo Pacific tool, an adjustable spanner, or a Pacific removal tool with a groove cut in it already. You also might find useful some gloves to protect your hands. Let's begin. So the first thing you're going to do is take your chain whip and then you're going to put it on one of the outside rings. When you apply the chain whip, try not to use the smaller cogs, as they slip sometimes, all the way around like so. You can even just slightly apply pressure and it will hold in place. The next thing you're going to do is take your Shimano Pacific removal tool. Gently push in, just give it a quick push to make sure it's all engaged. Take your preset tool here or your adjustable wrench, place them like so, and push downwards. Remove your tool, use your hand to remove the last part, remove your chain whip, remove your tool with your lock ring on. There we go. It's that simple. Take off each cog one by one, putting them down in certain order so then you remember how they go back on. You might also have one of these, which is a separate spacer to your cassette body. Don't confuse this when putting your cassette back on. Best to leave this back on there so you won't lose it. Now we're going to look at refitting it. So here we have the small line, which is what we're going to use to align our cassette. Always best to keep at the top, then you won't get confused. So here we have the first three cogs, which are usually joined together nowadays. You might find if you have an older cassette, they will not be joined together. So what we're going to do is find the smallest part and then just simply line up, slide on. The individual cogs can only go on one side. If you see, they have a groove for the chain to go up on here to help shifting. That is always facing outwards, so it's an easy tip to remember. And again, find the smallest part at the top and slide on. As when you removed, you have a spacer. So again, slide on. Take your next cog, checking it's going on the right way. If you put it on the wrong way, it will not align up and will not fit. Again, lining up the smaller part at the top. Nice and simple, very easy to do. The next cog lining up again. Again with the next spacer. And then these last three cogs usually, or two cogs depending on your speed, generally don't have a spacers. They already have one built into them. So you just find the smallest part again. The last one here is fixed, so it cannot slide over the cassette. So it just sits in like so. Take your Shimano tool, your lock ring here, slide them on already. Gently turn back and find the thread. Work your way through. Take your adjustable spanner or Pacific wrench and apply and tighten through. Obviously checking the torque depending on what model cassette you have. There it is.